Do you or someone you know have trouble hearing? Problems can occur at any age and are unique to the individual. The expert team at Buffalo Hearing and Speech have 4 clinic locations where you can get a personal consultation and learn about the latest innovations and technology to help you. We are meeting with our new friend, Marie Ryan. It's nice to meet you, Marie.
Thank you.
And this is Buffalo Hearing and Speech Center right here in Western New York. And Marie, you are an audiology specialist, is that right?
Correct, I'm an audiologist.
And most of Western New York, I think, would recognize Buffalo Hearing and Speech. You also offer services to not only young people, but adults who have just simple hearing issues.
Correct. We do a lot of community services and health fairs, and there's so many times I go out, somebody will come up and say, "Oh, I know you, my granddaughter went to you for speech," but we're so much more than that. Our audiology program is very comprehensive, and we do all the services for audiologies that you would need.
So if anyone finds that they're having issues with their hearing, Buffalo Hearing and Speech is a natural place for someone to come to have their hearing checked, to find out what's going on with what they're hearing or maybe what they're not hearing.
Definitely. And it's so many people are so hesitant to come in for that first step. They don't really want to think that there might be a hearing loss, but it's so easy. You can just talk to your doctor. You need a doctor's prescription for the hearing test, and what's nice is we take almost all the insurances out there, so
and
it's covered.
And you take Medicaid.
Yes, we do.
And that's kind of a big deal.
Not many people in the area take it.
Yeah, and so Western New York, Buffalo Hearing and Speech takes Medicaid. It's a big deal. So after I go to my doctor and I receive that referral to come to see you, what happens?
You come into our office, and the first thing we're going to do is sit you down and take a good history. We want to talk to you about your medical history, your noise history, social history. Were you in the military? Did you shoot guns? All those things are very important to us. And then we'll test your hearing.
And all of those things, of course, will affect where your hearing is today.
Correct. There's so many more areas of audiology that people don't think about. We do testing for vestibular issues, which is dizziness, so we do VNG testing. Cochlear implant evaluations, and we fit cochlear implants, which is getting more and more common in the community. We do auditory processing testing. That's for children who might be having some academic issues. And then what's nice is because we have a speech department in our
repertoire?
Yes. We're able to also do the therapy for it.
Sure. So you can really, it's kind of almost a wraparound what you have to offer here to Western New York when it comes to hearing issues.
It is, because we have so many different professionals that are with Buffalo Hearing and Speech. We have 4 offices. This is one of our offices, but we also have an office in Williamsville, in downtown Buffalo, in West Seneca, and then here in Niagara Falls.
So really you're
We're everywhere.
Wherever you are in Western New York, you're maybe 20 minutes away from any Western New Yorker, which is really, really nice and convenient too. And you have community classes?
Yes, we do. Getting a hearing aid is not, you pick up the hearing aid and you're done. There's a lot that goes into it, and there's a lot of counseling that goes into it. And one of the great classes that we have is something called Adjusting to Amplification. Adjusting to Amplification is for the patient, but also the family members, so that they can actually learn about the process of getting a hearing aid and becoming more adjusted to the sounds around you.
That's probably going to lead to people using their hearing aid.
Right.
You know, so many times I think of folks who have hearing aids and they just don't put them in. They don't put them in their ear because they're not comfortable with it, they're not accustomed to what that sounds like, or maybe they're just using it incorrectly.
Well, and if you think, most people lose their hearing very slowly. They don't remember what they're missing. So you put a hearing aid on and it's like all of a sudden you hear all the sounds around you. It does take an adjustment period. And that's why we have New York State has a trial period, and we actually offer 75 days to try the hearing aids out.
So what does that mean?
Well, you can't sit in an office with one other person and decide if you like the hearing aid. So you need to go home, be with your spouse, be with your children, watch TV, go to restaurants.
Live your life.
Yes, and decide how it's going. And the best part about it, at the end of the 75 days, if somebody decides, you know what, I don't really like it, it's not for me. With us, you would get the full amount back. And our philosophy is we just want to help people. We want people to try hearing aids. We don't want the grandfather who's sitting with their grandchildren in the corner because he can't hear them.
So tell me a little bit about what's in front of us.
Well, one of the nicest things about hearing aids is that there's so many different options, and this is part of what confuses people a lot. But when you come in and you talk to an audiologist, you need to share your lifestyle with them. If you're somebody who stays home and your hobbies are gardening and you like to read, you might not need the same hearing aid as somebody who goes to the hockey game every weekend and goes to the Philharmonic.
Sure.
So there's a lot of different manufacturers and different sizes and styles. One of the most common is something like this one, which is called a receiver in the ear hearing aid. It's so cosmetically appealing nowadays. There's so many different colors that you can match the hair, or if you want to be fun, you can get something like one of these, which is a really fun color. The children love it, but every once in a while we have an adult who gets those too.
Sassy color in their ear.
Yeah, so the hearing aids, they've changed so much in the past 5-10 years that if you tried one before and you weren't happy,
it's a different ball game.
It's entirely different.
Thank you for having us, Marie.
Thank you.
Western New York, Buffalo Hearing and Speech is good for you. Come on down, talk to our new friend Marie, and check out what they have available for you. There's no reason to live with hearing loss anymore. Thanks, Marie.
Thank you.
The Buffalo Hearing and Speech Center has 4 clinic locations in Western New York, in Buffalo, West Seneca, Williamsville, and Niagara Falls. These 4 convenient locations are minutes from anywhere. You can call for an appointment at the center nearest you at the main number 716-885-8318. And you can go online at buffalohearingcenter.com.